What if the reason you still repeat the same relationship patterns is because the wound lives deeper than the words can reach? I spent the last 2 years exploring psychedelics and altered states of consciousness to help me understand my trauma. A month ago, life gave me the ultimate test to see if any of it had actually worked. Because healing isn't measured by what happens during a ceremony, it's measured by what happens when your biggest emotional trigger suddenly stands right in front of you. So, after my divorce, I decided to stop blaming life and start understanding myself. I went to therapy, I learned about childhood trauma, attachment theory, the nervous system. I understood my story. But one pattern refused to change until a yopo ceremony brought me back to where it was born. So I couldn't let go of someone who didn't choose me. For 2 years, I waited, hoping one day he'd change his mind. During the ceremony, something finally clicked. I wasn't thinking about him anymore. Suddenly, I was 7 years old again. I saw myself standing at the window of my childhood home, waiting for my mom to come back after she disappeared. Then I realized something else. I wasn't only waiting for my mom, I was waiting with my mom. We were both waiting for my father, who abandoned us when I was born. In that moment, I understood something I never fully felt before. Waiting wasn't something I did. Waiting was how my family loved. Waiting was how my nervous system learned to survive. And that's when I realized I wasn't waiting for him. I was still the little girl standing at that window. Awareness didn't change my past, but it gave me the freedom to stop living from it. And 2 days after the ceremony, life gave me the ultimate exam. I walked past a restaurant, turned my head, and there he was, holding another woman's hand, looking at her exactly the way I always wish he looked at me. In 1 second, 2 years of hope disappeared. So I won't pretend it didn't break my heart. I cried harder than I had in a long time. But something had changed. For the first time, I didn't abandon myself. I let myself grieve. I called a friend. I cleaned my house. I felt everything. And this time, instead of waiting for someone else to choose me, I finally chose myself. The ceremony gave me the insight. Life gave me the exam. Integration was the answer. Plant medicine didn't stop me from feeling pain, it helped me understand it. The healing came from how I showed up when life tested me.